Hi, thanks for joining us today for Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools. I'm Eddie McClinton. Well, on March 3rd, voters said yes to children by approving a renewal of a property tax that goes to city and county schools. Now, this renewal will keep property taxes the same and last for the next 30 years. More than 80% of those who turned out to vote expressed their desire to continue to make things like the arts and career tech education a part of the lives of Tuscaloosa City School students. In a release sent to employees and members of the community, TCS Superintendent Dr. Paul McKendrick said the following: "The remarkable approval of the tax referendum by voters speaks to the support parents and the Tuscaloosa community have given to the school system. The voters saw that on several fronts. The school system's graduation rates are improving, we are offering rigor and innovation in our classrooms, and we are preparing students and helping families. I therefore want to thank all of those who came out and furthered their support for our schools and therefore for our children." Yes, this vote very much supports our belief that we are certainly moving forward and making progress. And with this tax referendum renewal and the commitment of the entire community to education, success stories like this next one will become the rule instead of the exception. The teachers and students at West Lawn Middle School are moving forward and making progress without a long-time stigma.
We got off the failing school list and it was exciting.
I was excited, but then I felt like all our hard work finally paid off.
And it was very exciting. I was surprised that Westland, we had been on the failing list for a very long time. And it just feels great for this generation to end all them bad names to prove people wrong.
We were just so excited to hear that. We know that we've been working hard so much over the past few years, so to know that we're off the failing school list was just such an exciting time for not only us at the school, the students, their parents, and the community.
We already knew what we were capable of, but now we feel like other people know that yes, we are capable of doing things and performing at the levels that other schools perform at.
We had to do a lot of preparing and a lot of studying. We had to go through, they had after-school tutoring programs, a lot of stuff that could help us build up and prepare for the tests that we had to take to get us off the failing school list.
And the teachers, they were just pushing us to do our best.
It's a serious environment. It's still fun when you can, but it's still a serious environment.
I go around classrooms to go to other periods and I see everybody just working, not goofing off and everything.
And it's because our teachers have not only focused really hard on the instructional aspects and doing things in the classroom in terms of remediation, acceleration, engaging in professional development, and just trying everything that they can to work with our students.
The students have very diligently taken on the challenge to remove that stigma that they cannot be successful because they are from the west side of the school system or the city of Tuscaloosa. And they have been motivated by the administrators, the faculty and the staff, as well as the community.
I just wanted to get out the failing list so we could prove everybody wrong. So they say the west side is just bad. I wanted to end that name because we're more than just being in gangs and everything. We have a good education and all that.
I do know that we're just going to continue to work hard and do a lot of the things that we put in place so that we don't go back there.
The Tuscaloosa City Schools currently employs 52 teachers who have national board certification. Now, Tuscaloosa Mayor Walt Maddox proclaimed March 8th to be National Board Certified Teachers Day in Tuscaloosa. At the March 10th Board of Education meeting, 30 of the system's 52 nationally board certified teachers were in attendance to be recognized for achieving this honor. The educators were thanked for their accomplishments by the Board of Education and presented with a pin by Superintendent Dr. Paul McKendrick and Board Chairman Lee Garrison. Now let's take a look at a few of these fantastic educators and hear what they have to say about the process of becoming nationally board certified and how it affects students in a positive way.
The main thing, I think, was how much reflection I had to do. I had to really look at what my students were doing, think about it ahead of time, make a great plan for it, and then afterwards really think carefully about their learning, what they had gotten out of that, the things that they had problems with, and figuring out a plan for what to do next for them. And that, doing that for that process and writing about it carried over into all of the rest of my practice, and I've been really adopted a lot of those practices into my regular teaching since then.
It really made me start thinking deeply about what the students need, what the teachers need. Because as a librarian, I also collaborate with our teachers with instruction, and not just teaching the students, but also working with the teachers to help them teach their students. So that really made me think a lot about that.
The process helps you to strengthen your practices, and I've been teaching a long time, and so I'm always looking for a way to try to keep myself up to date. All this technology that's come out, and new units of study, and I mean, I just want to be aware of what was the new teachers were bringing.
Really makes you think about the things that you're doing in the classroom. It makes you look at lesson design, what kind of instruction you're delivering. It's all about reflection and just being a positive influence upon the children in the school.
Initially, when I just did the research on what it meant to be a national board teacher, it was, I was just looking at it from a standpoint of being recognized nationally by an organization. However, going throughout the process, I realized that it was much more than that. It caused me to become very reflective on how I was teaching things and why I was teaching things, and it made me really question everything that I was doing, from just the beginning of how I even start my class to how I end my class to everything that I do in between.
Oh, and the stories don't stop with just these 52. There are dozens of TCS teachers who aspire to achieve this standard. And thanks to a charitable organization known for reaching out to educators and the children they serve, one teacher's path just became a little greener.
And we would like to present this award to you in scholarship for you and all your hard work. And you were nominated by an anonymous source for us to give you the scholarship.
Wow.
Patricia Ford is a kindergarten teacher at Rock Quarry Elementary School. She teaches her students to read, write, and do math. Many say that Ford is a great teacher. Now, with the scholarship from the ITCS Foundation, Ford will have the opportunity to provide even more for her students.
I am overjoyed. I feel very honored and blessed to have this wonderful opportunity. It's been a dream of mine to get my National Board certification, and now I'm ready to fulfill that dream.
The process of becoming nationally board certified is appealing to Ford because she believes it will make her a better teacher.
I've always wanted to do it because I believe that the research behind it will help me better myself as an educator, and to do what I always love to do, that is to make sure my children are successful.
The ITCS Foundation, started by UA head football coach Nick Saban and his wife Terry, has been instrumental in recognizing the contributions that educators make to our community.
Part of ITCS' mission is not only to help children, family, and student causes, but also teacher causes. And this goes along perfectly with our mission to help Ms. Ford take her career to the next level and give more students in our community and in Tuscaloosa the best education that they can have, and we hope that this will help them succeed in the future.
When we come back, we'll tell you how elementary and high school students came together for a really fun and worthwhile cause. But first, check out some amazing performances from this spring's annual Fine Arts exhibition. Celebrate the arts.
Why seek'st thou me? Dost thou not know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be. Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have joined all three to fashion this false war in spite of me. Injurious Hermia! Sitting and waiting on that old gum tree. Such a simple life he lives. I wish it could be me.
Keep up with the latest Tuscaloosa City Schools news. Check out exciting photos and informative videos by liking the Tuscaloosa City Schools on Facebook. Log on to facebook.com/TCS Board of Ed for the latest in City Schools news.
Teachers across Tuscaloosa are preparing the next generation of leaders, and their efforts are made easier with your support. From the classroom to the community to the playing field, see how City School students are making an impact. Watch Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools Monday through Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. and Thursday and Friday at 6:30 p.m. on Comcast Channel 20 and UVerse Channel 99.
For up-to-the-minute notices on important Tuscaloosa City Schools happenings, follow us on Twitter at TCS Board of Ed.
Welcome back. No love like dog love. Hasta la vista cold floor. And wishing you a cozy night's sleep. These and many more messages can now be found under some furry friends.
Meet Max and Sprite, two dogs who currently reside at the Metro Animal Shelter. Rock Quarry Elementary teacher Mary Calhoun found out that dozens of dogs at the shelter needed more comfortable digs, so she brought together the student council at her school and students in Jeremy Bigham's construction class at TCTA.
Well, we knew that Metro, the dogs didn't have anything to lay on, and we asked TCTA to help us, and they built them for us, and we found a cheaper price for it.
The high school students built beds of all different sizes for each of the 108 kennels at the shelter and created a little canine comfort.
We add like finishing touches, like we cut like pipes in half, make sure they can't get to the fabric, and like we put it on like the little sides.
I thought it would be a great teaching tool to teach the students to measure and cut accurately and assemble things in a manner that could benefit everyone, especially the dogs.
The materials for each bed cost $25. So Catherine Case and others in the student council rallied each classroom to raise money for at least one bed. Some raised as many as 4 in total. Because of students at Rock Quarry, now 82 dogs rest comfortably.
We each just raised money and we brought it up there, and then we would get a bed and we would keep it in our classroom, and we would pick sayings to put on.
Those messages of love were included on each bed. Students said they enjoy the process of coming together for a common goal.
Well, it's helping the community for one, and I love helping my community. It makes me happy and stuff like that because I'm happy for the dogs and stuff, and I love dogs. I got a couple myself.
Yeah, I'm glad we can do it because like I like animals, and it's good to help them out. So like, because you don't want them just sleeping on hard, cold floors and stuff like that.
To help the community and to help the animals, and so they can lay on something and not have to be on the concrete floor.
Wow, what a terrific partnership that's really making a difference. But that's certainly not the only partnership in our schools. Now, while most students say they love being able to get out of the classroom and get their hands involved in their learning, at one school, students are digging into their learning and pulling out quite an experience.
Elementary school students are clipping, digging, and pulling, but not without first getting to enjoy the fruits, or in this case, vegetables, of their labor.
We snip the leaves out of the beds and we clean the beds over there to grab out the carrots.
We're picking the plants, so later on in the day we'll make a salad with it.
We are harvesting plants like spinach, carrots, and radishes.
The Druid City Garden Project is finishing up their first winter harvest at Oakdale Elementary.
It's so much fun to see these kids get to see a fruit or a vegetable go from seed to plate. And that's going to be really awesome for them to get to taste their harvest today.
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's a good experience for later on in life if we want to make our own garden or a farm or something.
I like doing gardening because I've always wanted to have my own garden. So it is fun for me to learn how to plant the different types of plants.
DCGP, now in 4 city elementary schools, makes it possible for children to get a real-world hands-on experience that most probably wouldn't get otherwise, while at the same time enhancing the entire curriculum.
We show how we can integrate what we do here in the garden into the curriculum that is taught in the classrooms. So we have science-based lessons, math-based lessons, language arts, social studies, health. We're working on a nutrition challenge this month. So we really try to show how this is not an additional thing that you have to do, but a hands-on way to connect the curriculum that the teachers are working on in the classroom.
I like doing hands-on stuff because it's fun, it's exciting. I get to do it for the very first time.
It's fun because you may get to experience things you never done before.
There's an annual day in March, not May, where children dress funny, read books, and play. They celebrate the books of a famous man, and most of them become a fan.
At Northington Elementary School, representatives from Belk and adopted school partner Cadence Bank sent visitors out to the school to read books to students. Also, students were encouraged to wear a crazy hat, crazy socks, or a costume representing their favorite book character. At Verner Elementary School, nearly 100% of students and teachers participated in their annual book character parade, where characters range from Harry Potter to Curious George to the Very Hungry Caterpillar. At University Place Elementary School, the week was packed with fun activities. There was a favorite hat day, crazy sock day, and wear your clothes backwards wacky Wednesday. But the highlight of the week was Seuss and STEAM Day, where students took part in hands-on activities to combine Dr. Seuss with science, technology, engineering, the arts, and math.
We're obviously looking for extensions, so we want to have the students explore integration of subject materials. So we have the reading of the Dr. Seuss stories tie into hands-on activities and projects for every grade level throughout the school. We look for any tie-ins that we can find. We have students that are working with chemical reactions, acids and bases that ties into the Many Colored Days story. So really it's about taking those familiar stories that the students all love of Dr. Seuss, but then as a STEAM school, making sure that we put our spin on that, our personal spin on that, is making sure that it ties into another subject area or two and getting things in their hands, activities that are engaging and fun for them.
Coming up later, we'll have the story of how a well-known local man is motivating young children to be champions. You'll see it next. But first, enjoy more performances from Celebrate the Arts.
Now you can watch Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools online. Visit schooltube.com/channel/TCS Board of Ed for the latest show.
Too many absences in kindergarten could lead to lower academic performance in first grade.
Students who are chronically absent are more likely to have lower third grade reading scores.
First grade students with 9 or more total absences are 2 times more likely to drop out of high school than their peers who attend school regularly.
Children can't learn if they aren't present in school.
Will you be here?
Teachers across Tuscaloosa are preparing the next generation of leaders, and their efforts are made easier with your support. From the classroom to the community to the playing field, see how City School students are making an impact. Watch Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools Monday through Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. and Thursday and Friday at 6:30 p.m. on Comcast Channel 20 and UVerse Channel 99.
For up-to-the-minute notices on important Tuscaloosa City Schools happenings, follow us on Twitter at TCS Board of Ed.
Words of wisdom from a caring community is a big part of a weekly event at a local elementary school.
Having a vision, implementing the vision, respecting each other, and knowing that it's all right to make mistakes. Those are the things that Tuscaloosa Mayor Walt Maddox told students at the Central Elementary Champions Summit.
Well, we're celebrating being a champion here at Central Elementary. It's an unbelievable program. And I think it's really unique that we go out and we celebrate what kids are doing, the successes that we're having, and to bring people in from the community gives them a real-life application about what it means to do the things that are necessary to be successful in life.
Maddox, an alum of TCS, regularly visits schools to show students and faculty that he supports them. He says it's an important part of the job.
Well, I think like all of us in life, we can hear the same things every day and it becomes routine. But when somebody different comes in and can give some real life application to it, I think it can reinforce what the teachers and the staff here are doing here every day at Central Elementary. And I know for me, it reconnects me and re-energizes me to my purpose, and that is every day doing what I can to be successful so these young people can grow up in a successful city.
In the fall, a city elementary school got some great news that blew them away. They were one of just 337 schools nationwide to earn the prestigious Blue Ribbon School honor.
There was food, candy, and of course dancing, all the things that make a celebration fun. The Tuscaloosa Magnet Schools Elementary was chosen as a Blue Ribbon School, and recently, hundreds of people who helped the school achieve this prestigious honor came out to celebrate.
I think to be able to have the board here who came up with the vision for the school in the first place, and to have all the parents here, my superintendents, central office personnel who are just excited about the school, my own family and friends, and my children, and then my 300 children and their families, all together celebrating the same thing, which is their success. It was magic.
Being a Blue Ribbon School is based on our school's overall academic excellence or progress in closing achievement gaps amongst student subgroups. These schools demonstrate that all students can achieve at high levels. Burkhalter says great parental support and buy-in from the community make her school achieve at high levels.
First of all, our partnership that we have in the past called the U of A partnership, but it's really just a partnership with anyone who's interested in working with children and bringing new things to them, such as robotics, violin. But most recently, we've started working with the Druid City Garden Project, and it has been amazing to see the children out literally hoeing and raking and shoveling and planting.
This career-crowning achievement is perhaps the highlight of Burkhalter's career, and this was a great time to say goodbye. Burkhalter recently announced her retirement as a principal from the Tuscaloosa Magnet Schools Elementary. She will certainly be missed. Well, parents at a local elementary school had an opportunity to learn right alongside their children.
Dozens of moms and dads turned out for Parents' Day at Skyland Elementary, where they were able to participate in AmSty math lessons with their children. They were also provided with strategies and materials for games that can help children with homework.
And one of the things we've heard from our parents throughout the years is that they don't understand the way we do math now, and they want to help their children with their homework, but they don't know how to help them. So that's what we're trying to do today, to equip them so they can help with homework at home and get them in on some of the fun things we do here at school.
This special event was also a time to invite parents in and let them know that teachers welcome their input and involvement in each aspect of their children's education.
It's important because we want our parents to be a team with us. We want to feel like we're picking up where they left off and they're picking up where we leave off when we send them home. So we really want that communication to be there so that we can work on any problems, help improve their skills, and just make it better all learning environment.
It just helps him to develop him and show that, you know, we care and are supportive and, you know, are interested in his learning and what we can do to help him learn more.
When we come back, we'll have action from the golf course and soccer fields. But now, check out more of our talented students as they performed at Celebrate the Arts.
Now you can watch Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools online. Visit schooltube.com/channel/TCS Board of Ed for the latest show.
Because I was here, I get to go to college on my dreams.
In middle and high school, chronic absence is associated with lower graduation rates for all students.
My shot at a college athletic scholarship started here.
By 6th grade, missing 20% of school days is a critical warning sign of a school dropout.
Being here means better opportunities for my future.
Students, will you be here?
Keep up with the latest Tuscaloosa City Schools news. Check out exciting photos and informative videos by liking the Tuscaloosa City Schools on Facebook. Log on to facebook.com/TCS Board of Ed for the latest in City Schools news.
Teachers across Tuscaloosa are preparing the next generation of leaders, and their efforts are made easier with your support. From the classroom to the community to the playing field, see how City School students are making an impact. Watch Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools Monday through Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. and Thursday and Friday at 6:30 p.m. on Comcast Channel 20 and UVerse Channel 99.
Welcome back. An annual early season tournament gives local golfers a good idea of where they stack up against the state's best and what they need to do to get better.
The Northridge High School Jaguars once again hosted the annual West Alabama Classic at Old Colony Golf Course. 25 teams braved the cold, wet conditions to get into the swing of the new season. The Jags' number 1, William Walker, puts this approach shot a few feet from the hole. He parred the 15th. Both Jackson Sewell and Trey Rose birdied the hole to keep Northridge in contention. Bayside Academy took home the title with a two-day total of 608. Perennial powers Spain Park and Mountain Brook finished in 2nd and 3rd respectively. Northridge came in 7th with a 637.
In girls high school soccer action, on a cold rainy night in East Tuscaloosa, the Paul W. Bryant Stampede girls hosted crosstown rival Northridge.
The young Stampede team doing a nice job here keeping the Jaguars from getting going. Isabella McVeigh with the free kick, but the Bryant keeper, Javon Williams, is there to snag it. Mackenzie Lloyd passes it down to Kristen Loper. She knocks it in for a 1-0 lead. Drew Browning streaking to the goal. Oh, but nice defense by Reagan Christian. McVeigh with a torpedo over the outstretched arm of the keeper. And it's 2-0 Northridge. Williams gets a hand on this one and keeps it out of the net. But Northridge scores 8 and gives up none and picks up their first area victory.
And following that big win by the Lady Jaguars, the Northridge boys hope to make it a clean sweep as they took on the Stampede as well.
Off the deflection, Colin Higginbotham passes to Daniel Kane. He boots it in. Stampede attacking. This Jaguar takedown leads to a free kick. Eduardo Palazzo sneaks it past the Northridge keeper to cut the Jaguar lead to 2-1. Fantastic defense here by the Bryant keeper. Fancy footwork and a powerful finish by Cooper Harrington makes it 3-1 Northridge. Then Aaron Johnson executes a perfect pass to Harrington, and he scores his second of 4 goals on the night. And the Jaguars cruise.
And finally tonight, students with a can-do attitude are seeing how they are stacking up to the competition.
For the second year in a row, the Tuscaloosa City Schools hosted Construction Junior. Dozens of Campbell soups, mounds of green peas and beans, and cases of sliced pineapple have been transformed into art. This event featured exhibits from a dozen city schools created by more than 100 students. Schools hold canned food drives to get the cans they need to create their works. This year's winners include Eastwood Middle School for Best Meals, Tuscaloosa Magnet Schools Middle with Most Creative, Martin Luther King Jr. Elementary brought home the Architects Award, Verner Elementary School made the best use of labels, and Rock Quarry Elementary's Winning the War Against Hunger with Warhol was awarded Best Title.
Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and visit TuscaloosaCitySchools.com to keep up with the latest TCS news and information. Well, thanks for watching this show and supporting local education. We'll see you next time.